Alrighty, day 2 of the investigation. Bro, next time, freaking episode ended with freaking Netanyahu making up some bullshit. I do not always talk about Maya's actually Lady Kara. Like, bro, no, she's not. How would Maya be Lady Kara, bro? Maya has no fighting skills whatsoever. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, oh yeah, I forgot we kind of got cooked last time too. We were found guilty, and if Maya isn't found innocent to be Lady Kara, then I'm cooked. I'm dead. Phoenix Wright. That's the end of Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright will end. Yeah, bro, we get it, bro. We went through this already, bro. You gotta recap me, bro. I remember. Right, that was just last night. Mr. Wright. Alibi. So the whole trial, what's going to happen to Miss Maya now? I'm worried about that too. But right now, I'm worried about myself and getting myself in as proved innocent. Oh yeah, that freaking bozo. Yeah, someone else was killed? I don't know who the frig it was. Lady Kara's weapon had fingerprints on it. That belonged to Maya. Murder of Acolyte Zealot, right? At least the jury is still out on that one, so to speak. The two murders are most likely connected. If I can get to the bottom of Acolyte Zealot's murder, it might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for Phone to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. I wish I knew what to do. Bro, get this fraud out of here, bro. What are you, sad that you got proved to be a fraud for the second time? Your benevolence. Miss Rayfa? Or Princess Rayfa? Oh, it is you again. The dead lawyer walking guilty of abetting a murderer under the Defense of Culpability Act. Now look at her, bro. All smirky, bro. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. I'm in no mood to take joy in your suffering, for I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to the others. I failed in my sacred duty as a royal priestess. Yeah, you're proven to be a fraud, and Netanyahu had to come save your ass. Yeah, we know she got cooked by me. That first one, though, the first time the vision kind of stunned me a little bit, you know. It was in my head, though, that the footsteps weren't getting louder. But yeah. Bro, Phoenix, bro. You're gonna feel bad for her? She's annoying as frick. Oh, Barbed Head. Look at her, still disrespecting you, and you still feel bad for her? She disrespects you all the time. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm. I'm not dead yet. I have an investigation to do for tomorrow's trial. What's this? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet? That's right. I don't quit, but I'm not John Cena. I don't give up. But why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom some I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Investigate all you want, I care not. You really don't care? But aren't you worried that the lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate like forge evidence? What's this? If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know. Okay, now let's see if she takes the bait. Yes, I see your point, Barbed Head. Yes. I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeed while I was not watching. What? That explains why I misunderstood the voice. No, that's not why. It's because you are a fraud. I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. Must I allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice, no Apollo, without your deeds ever again? Therefore, today I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail despite your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I'll send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. But your benevolence. It's okay, Alibi. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. But first, I should probably lighten my load a little bit. Whoa, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Phoenix? Unnecessary evidence unloaded into alibi. This dude is 9 years old. That's what are you doing? What are you doing unloading into alibi? Dang. Oh, this isn't unnecessary. This isn't unnecessary freaking evidence. This is a fake ass steel samurai. What is this ever gonna have to do with anything, bro? See, they're not even playing the notes right, bro. It's like that freaking one SpongeBob meme, where he's playing the little freaking clarinet in Squidward, and he's exposing Squidward for the fraud he is. Okay, this is all pretty decent evidence, other than the freaking fake ass steel samurai. Now then, the scene of the crime is the logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. Sure, bro, let's move. Dang, someone must have gotten stabbed. Isn't that where freaking the important guy was with the freaking the yellow and like blue on? Looks like the police already finished their investigation. Yeah, it was this dude, bro, the dude in the middle with the yellow and purple and the red. I think someone would be killed here, a place devoted to a prayer. I think with enemy's brother. Body outline of flowers. Did someone leave them here? Am I having a stroke, bro? Like, what is happening, bro? My brain... Can I think or something? And there's something different about the prayer flags today. Is there? That purple one? First the high priest, now his devoted disciple, Maya Fey, will pay for this. As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. And you can prove this how? What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? You think I'm just sitting on my ass doing nothing? I'm obviously getting evidence. You and your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your lawyerly ilk are so reviled. Hey, Mr. Wright. My Emma was good. I was about to call her Maya. She ain't Gumshoe, though. She is not Gumshoe. She's not the best detective in the series. That's the princess. You seem pleased that I am here. Oh, no, it's fine. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry about what happened to Maya. It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. If I had just won mine. If I had just done mine. Mr. Wright. But it's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? This do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. I will die. I will end. If you do not help me, Emma, you gotta help me, please. I can't die in a foreign country. I remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you do not commit no misdeeds. Of course not, you're talking to a professional here. Lying ass. Used to let Apollo, fuck with the crime scene all the time. This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence, what does it say here? The dearest wish of the subject were written upon these prayer flags. Reading this prayer of others is considered rude. But if you must know. It says, at the usual spot, bring grub, the key too. That is one more direct and practical prayers I have ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer. Nah, brother, it's a note for someone else. I don't know who wrote it, but someone did. Alright, who died here, man? Acolyte Zillat died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. The fact that there's so little bleeding can mean it was a single stab to about a point. Not that it would have been very difficult considering the position he was in. Oh my god. Bro, who left these flowers here, bro? So these flowers were left here in the memory of Acolyte Zillat. What are they called? They are known as Lily of Valley. No, you're not Walter White. Why are they always trying to reference Walter White, bruh? Last time, they're like, you got me. All freaking last episode. Freaking, what's his name? Freaking escapee? Let's see, how about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure, the victim was Pere Zillat. He was the high priest's disciple. Oh, that's who he was. I thought he was some old man. Not gonna lie to you, but I thought he was an old man. But that's who it was. That's who it was. So it couldn't have been him because he was murdered. Which means there's only one suspect left, and it's BEH'LEEB in me. Why they're always in me, I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely her, bro. It was definitely BEH'LEEB. BEH'LEEB? Sure, bro. It was definitely her. There's literally no one else. They said that they had to have been able to go into the house. They had to have been able to go into the house invited, right? Because there's security or some shit. And then the only one, maybe the wife, His body is discovered. Oh yeah, to leave the ransom note. Or his body was discovered around noon today, right after the Wright wrapped up. So during the high priest murder trial, as a Wright, apparently he had been here praying since the day before the writing was started. Talk about serious devotion. Yeah, I barely lasted a few minutes. Yeah, the dude's freaking back went up. Like 3 seconds and freaking fell asleep for a day. Bro, what? Dude literally got hit by a car and sent flying like 20 feet into the air. The dagger in his upper back looks like it could have been particularly, bro. Can I not read? Like, bro, I gotta start reading, bro. Read that P, Captain Underpants, bro. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck, bro? Fuck Dog Man, bro. Dog Man gotta be the wackest book I've ever seen in my life, bro. That fake ass Captain Underpants, bro. It would never be Captain Underpants. No real freaking Catman, whatever the frick it is, bro. Cop Cat, whatever the frick. I don't even know. It's peach shaped. It's what? What are you talking about? Oh, the tattoo on his neck? I was like, what? What's peach shaped? But the victim remained bent over in prayer, and when they went over to check on him, they discovered he was dead, right? Yes, the estimated time of death is May 9, sometime between the start of the rite and the discovery of the high priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite, and the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the high priest. The prosecution believed Maya came down the stairs after killing the high priest and established a zealot with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust into his upper back. So you're telling me he's been sitting there dead the whole day? And no one noticed? And no one noticed? Phoenix, freaking Alibi, Emma, the high priestess, like you're telling me no one seen that dude dead? No one seen the dagger straight into his back? No one seen that? Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing? I want to know. Well, barbed head, out with it. I'm not the forensic expert. She is. I have no interest in science, forensics, or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it will be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. There's nothing silly about it. I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Samade holds forensics in high regard. He does? Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose it is nothing much compared to the divination seance. And divination seance is a freaking fraudulent way of holding a trial. I guarantee you put freaking millions of innocent people to death. She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. Emma, I think she's actually interested. Do you want to explain it to her? Because I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death. The most well-known method is to use the change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. That means we could tell how long someone's been dead by measuring the temperature. I see. That was quite enlightening. Barbed head, present your forehead now. Why? Literally why? You feel just a little over 95 degrees. I feel a little over 95 degrees. I could be 95 degrees exactly, bro. You don't know. You don't have a thermometer. It seems you're not dead yet. Yeah, no duh. Dude. I'm literally standing here walking, talking, and doing all that, bro. Why would I be dead? I fail to see the humor in any of this. Oh, you're a dead man, walking. Like, bro, no. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. They're all looking at the ground, Phoenix. Yeah, everyone was bent over taking back shots, bro. Alright, the back shot I imposed and nearly killed me. Still, you think someone would have noticed something. Yeah, no one heard someone stab this dude right in the freaking... right in the neck. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one could see a dagger in his upper back. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer they didn't see or hear anything. They didn't hear him they didn't hear... They didn't hear him screaming? They didn't hear nothing? What you choose to believe in is your own choice, but the fact remains there are no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence, the dagger. Sally, yes. Yeah, tell me about the murder weapon, tell me about the stupid-ass dagger. The killer used the Warbar dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kara. I was discovered impaling the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yes, they were. Said to have been used by Lady Kara. With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused's guilt. Not so fast. What about motive? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. What did the police think about this matter? Yeah, what's the motive, bro? No Ariana Grande. I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. So you say, but let us hear what the police think about the matter. Police believe Maya is the Lady Kara figure who has been battling the rebels. And since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel, he too was likely a rebel, therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Yes, that's how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kara vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. Really blew it in court today. Yeah, bro, happened to, the ex-attorney, Felix Wright. Yo, what do you know about that? Nothing? Okay. Bro, I'm just trying to, do you know anything about this, flag? No? Okay. We have the other thing, right? Spinal cord injury from stabbing in the back. His blue weapon is thought to be the Warbad dagger, the same weapon used to kill the High Priest. Alright, I don't think there's anything to examine here, so let's go to the High Priest's house. Oh, it's the actual murderer right here. Bro, what is that spike thing, bro? Those, like, bullets or those spikes? Like, what are those? Oh, it's you. Barbed head? So you're not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady BEH'LEEB, are you? She lost her beloved husband and now Acolyte Zealot, who was like a son to her. Of course I am. She's obviously a suspect, what? But since she was close to both victims, want to hear what she has to say. Very well. Then there's the fact that Lady Kara didn't attack Miss Innie. That probably means she isn't a rebel. This is about poor Purre. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now. About what? But what about Maya? She's innocent. Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, and now Purre? Mrs. Innie, you don't really believe that Maya's a killer, do you? I don't know. I have to, because I'm the actual killer. But that yeah, so was the verdict of many others that were probably innocent. The verdict was already reached in your husband's case, but the truth of the matter is yet to be found. How can you be so sure? Because I believe that Maya is innocent. And that is all I have right now, my faith in her. So please, help me understand what happened. So you're defending her based solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused? Yeah, that's right, no Phoenix. Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I will tell you what I can. Are you sure about this, Lady BEH'LEEB? BEH'LEEB? My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Karanism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you have lied about your faith in Maya Fey's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and your disciples for the next 8 generations. Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago, while my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across Purre Came across Purray, collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You were always one to keep those in need, weren't you, dear? I know you killed your husband, bruh. You ain't slick. You ain't slick, buddy. You're not slick. And he'd been living here ever since? About 2 years ago, that's around the same time I arrived in Karain. Yes, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as a disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was like a member of our family too. I see. This is where Zela lived. There might be something I could learn about him lying around here. Those pictures right there, so let's investigate that. Photo of the High Priestess, White Acolyte Zela, and Maya. Since Maya's in it, it's been taken the day before the rite. I should ask Mrs. Zimi about it. What is that? Is that the steel samurai on her wrist? The goat, the steel samurai. Will Powers. To think that this would be their final family photo. And no good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is posing with the two men whom she would soon kill. Better differ, I see this photo as proof that she didn't kill them. That smile at first does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it. Proves Maya's smile is the real deal. Wait, was that the court record? What else is in here? Some good food, some good eats. Steel Samurai, Magatama, Maya smiling. That bum ass fake ass Steel Samurai. Is that it? I already investigated that yesterday. There's no way I need Bob Ted, it appears you are quite fond of rummaging through the garbage. I just thought there might be some other important piece of evidence in here. Oh, is that right? Look, I'm not doing this for fun, really. Don't like there's anything else of interest in here. What's this pot? What kind of pot is that? Oh, is that it? Are you a fan of the Steel Samurai? Are you actually from the States? That's how only you could know about the Steel Samurai, let's be honest here. No, present her with the freaking family photo. Can I ask you about this photo? It was taken during the Feast of Blessing. I was taking the Feast of Blessings. Would you mind telling me a little more about it? The day before. This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings. The Feast of Blessings. Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rites. That day before it's performed, enjoy dishes full of ginobal, ginjal, an herb known as strength in the body and mind. You love some gingo-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear? Bro, you killed him, bro. Stop kissing this photo. Gingo. Or you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some. Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of the strong smell. Our customers say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, only between noon and 3 p.m. It's pretty specific. It's because the smell is too strong? For every contestant to eat, is ensured that smell is gone by the time Lady Kara is welcome the next day. Wow, is it really that strong? Come think of it, the evening before the murder. Overwhelming herb was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. After the Feast of Blessings, Purray went over to the plaza to begin a supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at the time? Shortly after Purray left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that. So Acolyte Zela went to pray the afternoon before the rite. Went to the newspaper. On the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the place had iced over. It's weird. Frey always prayed a lot, far from more than anyone I ever known. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others. I don't know why, but that's kind of intimidating me. Thought I had made some progress by now, but I haven't come across any particularly insightful information even here. You seem disappointed. This is in me. Is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but I keep thinking about those 2 days any longer. Barbed head? Yeah, I understand. Hey, tell me a lie. Tell me a lie. So that I can use my Magatama and freaking expose your ass. No, I'm not calling it quits yet. Move. Let's Bazaar. Any shit here? Temple? Nah, still ain't shit here, bro. We gotta freaking see Rayfa's. Is there anything anywhere? What do I gotta go back to the inner sanctum? There's nothing here. Okay, buddy. So where do you want me to go? Back to the High Priest's house? I can't talk to her anymore. Where's dinner with this? That's the shot that Maya received. Would you happen to know anything about it? It's for the Plum Punisher action hero. Of course she knows Barbed Head. It's only the most popular show in all of Korain. It seemed that the Royal Priestess is more familiar with the matter than I. What? No. I was simply advocating on the behalf of the show's fans. Lying ass. What do you know about this flag? Nothing? Okay. What do you know about this flower? Nothing? Okay. What do you know about this dagger? Nothing? Okay. You got anything new? Was she about Lady Kara? No? Okay. My husband's Barbed Head. You do not consider the consequences of your actions. Oh, sorry, that's pretty inconsiderate of me. Oh, is that so? You really are a kind soul, dear. My husband says he forgives you. Thank you. I understand you're desperate, but do not cause my lovely wife undue pain. Do I make myself clear, so lawyer? Yes, ma'am. I mean, sir. Bro, we know you killed him, bro. Be honest here. Oh, poor Pere. He has joined my husband in the Twilight Realm. He was so full of life before he went out to the plaza. This must be the most difficult for you. It's like losing a family member. What's that, dear? Yes, you're right. I don't know what would have become of me if my husband were not here by my side. Is there anything you can tell me about Acolyte Zealot that might help? He was a kindly young man. Let us leave it at that. Or does you want to tell me anything, dude? Do you know anything about the dagger? Do you know anything about anything else? Anything in the Tender Center? Nope. Anything at the plaza? Alright, let's show him some stuff. The victim's name was Taurus Inmate. He bled to death from a stab wound in the abdomen. And the killer? At the moment, our only suspect is the person who was with the victim at the time. In other words, Maya. I know about this dagger. My fingers were on the dagger that I was using in the murder. The police are therefore investigating her as the prime suspect. The evidence is irrefutable with no room for argument. I really don't want to treat Maya as a suspect, but based on the evidence and police reports I received so far, it's not looking good. Not good. More like, how could it get any worse? Based on the estimated time of death, we believe he was killed during the rite itself. It appears he was stabbed in the upper back with a dagger and died instantly. But there were so many people here, how could no one have noticed? I know, I can't believe it either. I guess they were just that focused on their prayer or something. I'm just showing her whatever, bro. To be honest. Nothing. Alright. Well, like, what do you want me to show her, bro? Examine? Is there anything to examine? Gates. Nothing. So you didn't say that about the not the interesting, the positive devotion. Is there something else I gotta investigate there? To think I would have witnessed a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Well, I wouldn't unless I had to. The stairs are a brutal climb. What's this? Do you even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honor you have been afforded. Yes, your benevolence. Oh, if I safely recall prayer flags. Yeah, the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Yeah, Phoenix, you're about to die, bruh. Zilla was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he must have saw was in his rug. It was a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul. Strange that there are no bloodstains, though. No blood spatter. Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze, or perhaps it was absorbed by his vestment. It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. The message on the prayer flag seems to be a little weird, but I'm not sure if it relates to the case. We paid a visit to all the people and places connected with this case. I think it's about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you? So, Lily, you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright? I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you get back to work if you are done here, detective. Otherwise, I'll report you to the prosecutor Samade for dereliction of duty. Declaration? What did that say? Dereliction? I don't even know what the frick that means. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright, and good luck. Yeah, you gotta keep your job, and I gotta keep my life. Well, Dark Head, is it not time to give up? No, there's still someone I need to talk to first. Maya. Maya sure looks tired. Sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too. And you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. Maybe they'll commute your sentence if you do. No, they're not gonna do that, bro. If I give up on this case or not, they're still gonna kill me. They're still gonna end my life. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just... Don't worry, maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let us use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down, you'll see. Okay. You're awfully quiet, your benevolence. It's only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you a good talk before you depart from this world. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet, and we won't until the bitter end. There's no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of my fate. Twilight Realm will cleanse that taint of that neophyte practitioner's soul, and perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Wait, was that her attempt at comforting me? Bobcat, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has passed upon you. She obviously doesn't know me very well. Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted and... Hold it right there, your benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Maya, what are you... What's the matter? I'm simply showing some mercy upon your soul. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. No, I won't. Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to. He's defending his client no matter what. Enough. There's no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice, no Apollo. And we have the divination science. But your insights were wrong, you fraud. Exactly, bro. She's calling you out on your bullshit. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victims' souls or the Holy Mother herself wish to judge people in error? Oh, you dare bring her holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you phony baloney. Please, you two, enough already, man. Sorry, Nick, I got a little carried away. That's not really like me, huh? No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. How dare you mock me? You will not get away with this. I was a fool to show you compassion and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle you want in the Hall of Justice, no Apollo tomorrow. You receive your just deserts as scorn of our kingdom heaped upon you. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Try to remember what happened one more time. I've been trying as hard as I can, but I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Alright, you suddenly fell sleepier and everything after that it's blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kara. Although it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Right. Were you close to Acolyte Zealot? We met several times during the meetings about the Wright, but I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Didn't you eat together the day before the Wright? Yeah, we ate this one super stinky dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know, the salty noodles at Eldon's Noodles. It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that, then let it simmer for a really long time. Sounds more like a hot pot than ramen to me at that point. Now I miss ramen too. What was Acolyte Zealot like while you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food. But as soon as we were done, he left to go pray. And what did you do? I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. That coincides with Miss Enemy's description of events. And Yadu might be pretending to be Lady Kara? The rite started, it was just me and Abba Enemy. But the seance vision showed the third figure who looked like Lady Kara. I know. Lady Kara, I wish I could have seen her in the flesh. Yeah. Stay focused on the case, shall we? It was supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. But what if she came from the sky, you know, like a bushy-bearded paratrooper? That mountain would have been no match for Lady Kara's wings. That's from the Plummet the Punisher TV show, right? How did you know? Because the real Lady Kara doesn't have wings. Oh, I've got it this time. There's a secret room with a secret door at the inner sanctum. Did you know there are 88 secret Plum Punisher bases here in Terrain? Can you please stop talking about the Plum Punisher for a sec? Need to lock in. Guess so. Keeping it real is much harder than it looks. Well, I should get going now. Sorry it wasn't any help. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charges tomorrow and be on our first plane back home before you know it. Then we'll grab dinner at Eldon's or your favorite burger joint you pick. Well, how about both? I better know you're not gonna get both. I almost forgot. What is it? A favor to ask. Okay, but why are we whispering? I forgot I left something in the High Priest's house. It's super important. Do you mind getting it and holding on to it for me? Sure. So what's the super important thing? In my bag you'll find a folding book. It's only given to the priestess who performs the rites. It's called the Tome of Secrets. It does sound important. How could you leave something like that just lying around? Explains all the whispering. If Rayfa finds out, all heck would break loose. Did I do say all heck would break loose? Did you say all hell? Oops. Don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, I forget I said that at all. It's supposed to be a secret. What'd she say? It's got Lady Kara's real name. What? Thomas' secrets contained secrets? Imagine that. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. She just told me she was hungry for Eldoon's noodles. You're up to something, I just know it. Thanks, Nick. Counting on you. Yeah, I'll take you to Eldoon's noodles once we're done with this freaking bullcrap, man. Where even is her backpack at? Hello? Anybody home? No answer? Alright. I'm watching like a warbad, Barbed. You had better not steal anything. I'm not a thief, bruh. Just here to get what Maya asked for. Then get on with it. What if you stopped interrupting me? What the hell even is this freaking backpack at? That? Oh, this is the samurai one. Here's Maya's bag. What's a strange patch on her bag? It's the Steel Samurai. Shout out Will Powers. He's a hero of an action show back in my country. No, he doesn't look similar to the Plummet Punisher. The Plummet Punisher looks like him because the Plummet Punisher is coming. Yeah, the Steel Samurai definitely came first, bruh. Don't even try to think that this is a copycat. I see, how interesting. Rayfa seems genuinely intrigued. There must be a common thread between Plum Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. I don't think of it. Didn't Maya mention something about trading with a Plum Punisher man? But I digress. I better find what she asked me to look for and get going. Let's see here. This must be the tome of secrets that Maya was talking about. Well, what are the secrets? What are the secrets? The priestess acting as Lady Kara's representative must know her name. That name is Imsan. Speaking this name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your hearts and devote it to the prayer. Imsan. In me, Imsan? Kind of sound the same. Hold on a second. The string around it is completely undone. Whoops. Oh. Now we're not gonna go blind, but I'm looking right at it. This isn't a freaking slurry clips where I can't look at it unless I have sunglasses on. That's my hand just slipped. The tome of secrets, are you trying to get us cursed? That stuff doesn't exist, buddy. Lady Kara is liable to swoop down and gouge your eyes out. Alright, this book is related to Lady Kara, isn't it? Your benevolence. Could you mind if I asked you some questions? The hell is the tome of secrets, anyway? This is not something I would normally speak about an outsider such as you. Well, you can make up an exception. You insist. Nanya? Your ass go with Nanya, bro. Hey, Nanya, you don't have to serve her, bro. See, she doesn't know shit, bro. She's uneducated, bro. She's a regular freaking girl. Doesn't know shit. And then she had Nanya give her all the information. It's written inside. Nanya, just tell me, bro. Just tell me, Nanya. Also, where did you even come from? Yes, I see. Really? Is it alright to reveal that? Your benevolence? Patience. The book contains Lady Kara's true name. Her true name? Is the name really that important of a secret? To a Koreanist priestess, the person's name is one of the most important things to know. Phoenix, why don't you just read the freaking thing? Imsan, it's right there. What's important about a name? Without a name, the priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's mitama. It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. A spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased face and name. Oh, I get it. It's like when you see someone in a crowd you recognize but don't know their name. It makes it almost impossible to get their attention. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for the Koreanism's most secret art, one that my mother alone may use. Yeah, summoning our freaking spirits. Spirit channeling, yes, that. She pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling she secretly really wants to tell me all about it. Whoa, she can summon spirits? Oh, sorry, maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It is a secret after all, right? It's a secret out of spirit channeling, but I suppose those words are meaningless to you. What? Oh my god, what's spirit channeling? You gotta tell me. Oh my god. I can't learn it? No. Yeah, no shit, I know. I know everything about spirit channeling. I've had to deal with 3 games in a row. What is it? You have to look at it. Look of a tentacled hag frog upon your face. Like a tentacled hag frog. What the spirit channeling. That's where a medium lets the spirit possess her body and return to our world, right? Well now, I see you've done your homework. I guess I study a little bit. I mean, see it with my own eyes. The power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits. It's quite a magnificent power, is it not? I imagine they're pretty shocked when they come back from ancient times. Indeed. Spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time? Between the moment of his death and the moment it is channeled? Yes, and yet, it clearly recalls all the memories it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars from antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from. Our queens have also used the power to help the ruler of neighboring lands seek counsel. That's why we have never been invaded, and how we have maintained our unique culture. So spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics. It is indeed. That is why only those with the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. So Maya can rule the kingdom. I got that. But of late, there's been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring lands. Fools come to seek the same great power as my mother. Illegal immigrants. Yes, it's becoming quite a problem. And we're gonna need Donald Trump. No, don't get that dude in here, bro. That dude's whack. Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands. Dubious nature. Driven from their own land. Gasping Pain definitely fit that bill. But they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. Alright. You're using illegal alien too much, Phoenix. Can you channel spirits, your benevolence? I am but the royal priestess. There is still much that I must learn. As now, the divination seance takes me to the very limit of my ability. So spiritual power doesn't measure up to Maya's. So she's a fraud. You were just mocking me in your mind, weren't you? No, don't be ridiculous. I would never do such a thing. You're a fraud, buddy. Divination seance was once one of the most important rules fulfilled by the queen. That is what my mother taught me when I was little. So the queen can perform the dance of devotion. That'd be a sight to see. Someday I will be the powerful priestess and queen just like my mother. The divination seance is a vital part of my training to prepare me for that day. Forgive my ignorance, your benevolence. You shall see. I will not no longer before I, too, master the I will be the magnificent queen who unites her people for the greater good of Karain. Now I see. Spirit channeling is something she really aspires to. Yeah, we've seen all this happen, bro. Looks like she actually has something in common with Maya. Are you quite through now? There are more important things to do than to stand here and talk about spirit channeling. That's true. I don't have anything to do with this case as far as I can tell. Or does it? The queen is a spirit medium. You could suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kara? She saw that one coming. Lawyers are indeed a witless breed. On the day of the rite, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace. Of course. My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous. Do you truly believe the Queen of Karain would personally battle the insurgents? This is precisely what makes you third-rate. I'm not no third-rate lawyer. I'm the best in the world. Alright? No dead end, this is bad. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so, over there after him. Don't let him escape. What's all that racket? Bro, I forgot her freaking name, bro. We get out of here, old lady. What? The escaped prisoner has surfaced here in town? Escaped prisoner? You mean the guy with the bushy beard? There's no reason to panic. The police are on this trail. He's no longer a suspect, but he might know something considering he was at the scene of the crime. That dude literally made up a whole fake testimony thing. You think this dude knows anything? Wait. I'm making back. I forgot how badly I injured it. Oh shit. I need to do some stretching and exercise more when I get back home. Phoenix, are you sure you can make it back home, buddy? Oh, Mr. Wright. Hey, Alibi. Dax, have you seen... Shit. Are you alright, sir? 1 second. Have you seen that, the escape prisoner around here? Oh, so that's why all those police came rushing over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area. He appeared in this area? He couldn't have taken the air again, could he? He clearly went down that manhole right there. Barbed head. I told you to wait. It's too dangerous for you around here, you benevolence. Mr. Arrival could be lurking nearby. What sort of princess would I be if it was an escaped prisoner to frighten me? He's fearless, I agree with that. Can't be responsible if something happens to you. As long as I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. If there were an escaped prisoner, where would I hide? I don't know. Maybe this manhole cover that has never been opened up once in this town. That manhole cover, it's open. Little Rocco, bro, get out of here, bro. What's that, Rocco? Did you sniff out someone or something in the manhole? I wonder. Should I do track of Mr. Rebel if he had something with the rebel scent on it? I don't know. I feel like I got something with Mr. Rebel's scent on it. Maybe you might have... Here, Shadow, what about this? Not Shadow, Rocco. I think he's picked up a scent. Oh, there you go, little Rocco, bro. Hey, he ran away, bro. Just like every dog with a loving family and infinite food does. By all means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, go get him, boy. Yeah, little Rocco's gonna get stomped out. You're relevant on heading down in the manhole now. It could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait. Don't worry. If I commit any of those misdeeds that you're so worried about, that's not what I fear. Maybe a vicious insurgent lurking down there. Oh, and you're worried about me? No, I'm simply wondering why you would do such lengths into your investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence. I'm going to prove Maya's innocence. How can you be so sure of the accused innocence? She's already been found guilty. Because I know she's not guilty, the fuck? Like, what's... I believe in her. Lawyers always must trust their client to the bitter end. That's what Mia Fey taught me. You lame brain. Do what you will. Well, I'm going in. Let's go, Rocco. Bro, little Rocco's about to get stomped out, bro. He's gonna be like, "Arr!" Go bite his ankles, and the freaking prisoner's gonna stomp this dude's skull in, bro. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Rocco, shut your ass up. It's pitch black down here. I can't see a thing. Wham. Ah! Shit. Ow, ow, ow. What the hell is that big ass spider doing here? Oh, you finally came to. Run that face anywhere. Hey, the escaped prisoner with the freaking the beard and the long ass hair. That dragon symbol on his armband, that's the mark of the rebels. There can be no mistake, it's him, Dax, the shitty rapper. Huh. I even let you be my dad! Like, no, bro, no, don't kill me with that terrible music. Please. Sorry I got a little rough with you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Hey, you want an apple? Oh, I thought he was gonna kill me. Passing the apple, but thanks. I want a good apple, but not right now. What is this place? This is the office of my brother in arms, Dirk. But right now we're using it as a rebel safe house. Wait, back up a second. What kind of office is this exactly? A law office, what else? Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yup, it's just like you. Korean's public enemy #1 is the next lawyer. Who could have seen that coming? But I don't suppose you'll be coming around here anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? I'm gonna get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hounded by the cops and all that. So I came by today to pick up the last of my stuff. Really? I'm gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice and then slip out of Karain. Wait a second. You're the key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Relax, will you? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, and sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. So, Mr. Lord Man, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest, Tor's enemy, and the acolyte Pere Zealot. Sure, I'll do whatever I can. Don't know if there'll be much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. Well, let me examine whatever the frick's around here, dude. What the hell? Why is everything dirty around here, bruh? There are bowls and plates of food here. They're still warm, as if this was all recently prepared. You must have pretty big appetite, Mr. Apple. You guys as big as strong as me. Got even bigger appetites, you know. But you just fled from the police. I don't know you could eat this much after all that excitement. Whoa, put your knife down, sir. But first, let's talk about an appetizer. Where's he getting all these apples from? Wanna join me, Lord Man? Got plenty of sewer lizards too. I'm not hungry, man. So, law book? Dragon's Mark is by Brandon to the cover. That's Dirk's law book. Really? The leader of the rebels? That Dirk? That's right. The mark of the dragon is the emblem of rebellion. The pages in this one section are really dirty. Must be the section of Defense Culpability Act. You must have done a ton of research on the Defense Culpability Act. Correctly wore out an entire section. I'm not even question that. Something's wrong. Here's one that looks really old. Is that Netanyahu and Apollo Justice? Those are whose sons? Those are the Kirk sons? You're telling me Netanyahu and Apollo Justice are siblings? And they're the children of the Kirk? Really? So this rebel... So... Phoenix, right? Let me get this straight. You don't realize that Apollo Justice is literally smiling right there. You don't realize that's Netanyahu smiling right there. Yeah, this dude's gotta be a dumbass. This dude's gotta be a dumbass. There's no freaking way, bruh. Really? So this is the rebel Dirk. In the center, he doesn't look so evil. And both of his sons look kind of familiar. The one on the left is Yudi. Oh, but you know him as Prosecutor Samad. Prosecutor Samad is Dirk's son? That he is. Yudi was once a rebel too. He used to really respect his old man, both as a father and as a lawyer. And why to become a prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrant. On account of the Defense Culpability Act, right? Yeah, that's why Yudi decided to be a prosecutor instead. He wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so we dove right into the enemy's den. I would have never guessed it by looking at him now. You can say that again. Dirk is battling to change Karain's legal system. The will of the dragon spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking up the mantle to carry on that will too. You were sure he'd help overthrow Karain one day, but as you've seen, he now uses the law to do her bidding. Dirk's been beside himself, so he no longer carries the will of the dragon on him, huh? Wonder what happened between father and son for it to come to this. What about the other child in this photo? That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas. His name's Apollo. Apollo. Wait a second. That bracelet. It really is Apollo. He was a rascal, that one, and his voice could shake the entire room. Imagine he's out there raising hell somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's come, Mr. Abel's description really does do Apollo justice. I see what you did there. Yeah, Apollo justice. Okay, Phoenix. Apollo, I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know you can leave True Seat in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Yeah, dude Paulo's freaking out over here. He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. What's this? Incense and white flowers. The flowers are still fresh. They must have been put here maybe today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Rebo? Something wrong with the flowers? Hey, I'm not cheating my dad, bro. Stop pulling that out, bro. That bar's whack. Oh, so I must really hate the queen then. There's a knife driven into a photo of the queen. I guess the rebels really hate her. Better remember to stay on their good side. I'm not even gonna investigate that big ass spider. Alright, what can you say about the High Priest's murder? Tell me everything you know about the High Priest's murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I made my head on a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you it had nothing to do with his murder, I meant it. Okay, then where were you when he came to after banging your head? By the time it came to, it was already dawn. I must have been out cold the whole time. So you didn't see the crime happen at all. You got that right. Then why did you say you did when he testified? Phoenix, I don't know, are you deaf? Did you not hear this dude say, yeah, I made the whole shit up? Oh, how about that? Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid I'd seem suspicious, so I came up with the whole story. Does he even realize how much trouble these big fat lies caused me? Sorry for the trouble. It was definitely my bad. It doesn't really seem very sorry to me. So the bottom line is you were at the scene of the crime, but weren't involved in it. Got it. So Dirk used to be a lawyer. Yup, he was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was the juggernaut of the law and as mighty as a dragon. But he's not fake as Kiryu Kazuma, I'll tell you that. He could strike terror into prosecutors' heart just by glaring. People called it a dragon's glare. He even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-placed glare. You gotta be kidding me. But most important of all, he would never surrender. He fight for the accused, no matter how the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you meant by the will of the dragon? No Kiryu Kazuma? Yep, that was totally it. Actually, your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up no matter how hard of a beating you took. Sort of like John Cena back before December 13th, 2025. Unlike Dirk, I might add. Oh, thanks. Even if a big part of that beating I took was because of you. Well, I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scram soon. Please wait, I need to ask you something. Go ahead, shoot. What are you rebels trying to do? Why were you at the inner sanctum in the first place? Precisely, what were you trying to do there? I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. He should have tried hightailing it out of Karain like I'm doing. Four. Mr. Aribo is hiding something, but I won't know exactly what I can't until I can undo the locks. What exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Aribo? Huh? I'm not hiding anything. No way, no how. Just have to use my Magtama on him then. I'm gonna say it right quick. Where does Phoenix even take that? Hey, Dax. Hey, I'm not even my dad! Hey, bro, no. Dax's plan. I'm gonna ask you again. Why were you at the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? Or precisely what were you trying to do there? You can keep asking, but the answer's still the same. I was trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool. He fought for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. How can I say such things about him? He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? Nah. Womp womp. He should open his eyes. We never stood a chance against the Garain regime. Hold on. Do you believe you're sane? Didn't High Priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Just like I said, I couldn't care less about the whole thing. Yeah, buddy. You couldn't care less? Then why'd you put a flower down?
Take that!
Take that! I heard these flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Karain. The High Priest's death hit you so hard you've been grieving here alone, haven't you? Well, yo. Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just the Karainese way of saying goodbye. Why hide the fact that you're mourning his death? You're reading into this too much. I told you, I'm done with the rebellion. Haven't you heard from the Kirk or the rest of them in days now? Yeah, I don't think you're here from the Kirk anytime soon. Tomorrow I'm planning to kiss the kingdom goodbye. No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. How exactly do you plan on proving that? You literally left a freaking flag with a note in it that says, "Hey, meet me at the usual spot, buddy." They brought this food for you and your quest. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Yeah, bruh. Getting exposed. Are we telling me the truth now? Oh, you're a good lawyer, man. I admit it. I requested the grub. But I was just taking advantage of him, that's all. What do you mean? My face plastered all over the place. I couldn't stay out in the open anymore. So I just took advantage from my former comrades and the grub in the hiding place. I don't know what I just read, but it wasn't what was on the screen. I was gonna kiss the kingdom goodbye tomorrow. Not buying it. You're obviously lying, I can tell just by looking at you. The white hot flames of revolution definitely still burn inside of you. Well, that's ridiculous. Those flames burned out a long time ago. I was from the book. Let me save right quick. Take that! Dirk's law book? I'm no lawyer, so what's that got to do with me? Look at the mark right onto the cover. It's a mark that stands for an unwavering commitment to the revolution. It is Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon, Okiri Kazuma. Yeah, so what of it? You have the same mark and the scarf tied around your left arm, bozo. But you wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. No, as a wanted man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact that you haven't hidden that mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Think what you want, but I don't know nothing about me. No, you're wrong. No, Makoto. You hear your heart and your beliefs right on your sleeve, just like me. This is what I believe in. IFA. Being aware. What? Take that! Take that! The person falls back against the wall. They always fall on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. And you would risk your life for your beliefs? I even actually my dad! Bro, don't kill me with your treasure lyric, but... Dax? No, I wouldn't. No? No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. What? I'll admit it. Never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you? That look in your eyes, it's just like Dirk's. Looks like you got the will of the dragon inside of you too. No cue to you, cousin. What's your guys' goal, bruh? I plan to take you out if you turn out to be on the side of the Royals. Bro, no, don't come out with the shitty lyrics again, Dax. I can't believe I was that close to getting slanked here. Like you said, I had no intention of leaving the Kirk group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've been a fair share of lawyers getting pardoned after weeping at the feet of the Queen. Well, I'm gonna keep fighting till the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I doubted you. So what are you doing here anyway? Came to get the secret hideout key from a helper. A secret hideout? Yep, I was supposed to get my next order from Dirk there. But town swarming with cops thanks for that murder. Nothing I can do about that. What about the order Dirk was supposed to give you? You're gonna have to abort that mission. Now I'm just lying low waiting for a chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, what a long face. I thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh wait, no, let me make it up with you with this. What the hell's this? This order's actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. I could say any more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps. This order's a key? Yep, plus the hideouts are totally unexpected. That motherfucker was missing an eye. Put that in the eyeball. It opens a secret. I see. Maybe this will help me unravel the truth behind this case. Thanks. Don't mention it. Besides, you're a fellow brother in arms, fighting the powers that would be. To help you, feel free to prick my brain a bit more. Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kira lately, but my friend Maya is suspected of being rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. You happen to know who she really is, though, would you? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops, she's been watching us like hawks and framing us for different crimes. Watching like a hawk, framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go to jail all that trouble? Our kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can't arrest you just for sympathizing with the rebellion. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. Then that Lady Kara figure is, yep, she's some lick spittle working for Garan regime. Wow. Huh. Even the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I'd watch it if I were you. Cause I got a defiant attitude like one of them dragon dupes, no Kiryu Kazuma. So he was talking about Lady Kara then. Advanced combat skills detail surveillance and clever sit-ups. She's no amateur if you ask me. So you're saying the monarchy has used Lady Kara as secretly taking out the rebels? Exactly. The Garan regime is using her to control the people, even down to what we think. Our people protest if the monarchy is doing things like this. Fortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence. And without that, we can't prove anything. I know the feeling. Bring this up in court, they'd probably dismiss it out of hand. I have to unmask Lady Kara if I want to get anywhere. Our goal? To get rid of that evil, no-good Defense Culpability Act. You can touch it by looking at Dirk's law book. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool, where false charges are overlooked and prosecutors are the only ones ever heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. Not before I was born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. It was the rebel leader, the Kirk, who did it. The Kirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he? That's the official line, but the official line. The charges are completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you. He was? Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once people thought the lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. That's how the DC Act was first passed. So that's why there weren't any lawyers left in Korea. Even worse, it changed the significance of the divination seance. The significance of the divination seance. Were they holding a seance in court even before the DC Act? You bet they were. Lawyers and prosecutors were usually used to hotly contest the insights that they came out of seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Right. It's like Dirk used to say. The real priestess's insights are just another piece of this. I don't even know what that said. I see what you mean about the significance of divination seance changing. Yep, the insights became the only truth, and arguing against them was banned. Well, you can yellow banned. As royal's priestess, it's my duty to reveal the truth. Yeah, we know that you had to do the freaking divination seance yet again. From what I've seen, Rayfa would agree with that. This kingdom is a shadow of its former self. It became a dictatorship where the royals used the fear to trumped up charges to rule. That's what Dirk has been rebelling against? Yep. All we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. And there's only one way to make that come out true. Overthrow the current regime. So that's the truth behind the rebels. Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the fangs of the Defiant Dragons. I'll see your ass later. So that's what that stupid ass pose is? Not going to do the alley-oop thing again, are you? I was just getting to that. See you when I get around. Alley-oop. Get the stamp suit. I know, bro. Don't get them stamps to me ever again, bro. I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I've already spent way too much time here. It's already nighttime. It's already bedtime. God damn. It's still daytime? Shit. Mr. Wright. I'm so glad you're okay. I was so worried about you. Bro, little Rocco was so useless down there, bro. Dude ran away and then something happened to him. Came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in. Sorry it wasn't much help. I told you little Rocco was freaking useless. Oh, I tripped and fell down there. I must have been cold for a while. I'm gonna keep things to myself for now. I figured as much. I have to find out that secret hideout Mr. Rebo was talking about. Probably start with places that have something to do with the High Priest. Yeah, I know exactly where it's at, bro. Bob Ted, you already searched here, did you not? Oh, Mom, I just thought I'd look around again, just in case I missed something. Leave no stone unturned. Oh, yes. You cannot stump me, I know that one. Actually, I don't have a clue is written all over your face. You're probably gonna freaking call your dumbass assistant over here. Actually, let's do this. Yep. Hey, this eye is missing. What are you doing? You must not touch that for no reason. Sorry. That shade. I wonder.
Take that!
Take that! I knew it. What? She must be a loss of words, and that doesn't happen too often. What is this place? Explain yourself once, Barbhead. I think she's ready for the full story. I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. If I'm shocked there's a secret door here, I imagine that doubles for Rayfa. A rebel hideout in the inner sanctum, somebody will pay for this. Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around. Wait, you must not enter before the police. Don't worry, I won't disturb the peace. No Persona 3, or at least I will try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And, you see... Fine. Just please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lawyerly drivel. But I will be presenting all information gleaned from your efforts here to the police. Of course. Now, shall we? I will go no further. Alright, you're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kara's battles. Very good, Barbdet. Oh, well, thank you. Wait, why am I thanking her? I may not be able to enter, but I'll allow no mestiza in your part. I'll be watching like a warbad from the entrance here. So you're not going to do anything. I'm gonna hurry before she changes her mind. What the hell's in this hideout? Nah. I believe this is the sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water. Makes sense. The rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout. But what about the warbed revolving around the door? I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect the sacred space. I too think those filthy rebels were scheming their schemes in this most sacred space. The description upon Karanism itself, the Defiant Dragon shall pay for this. I suppose it is natural that she be upset, but the investigation must go on. I'm gonna start with taking a picture of the place. Good thing to brought a camera to snap some souvenir shots. Stop that! You must not take photos here without permission. Rifa's really fired up. She's sticking her head in as far as it will go. Guess she won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Now search every nook and cranny. Barbed head, just because it's hard for me to see your every move, do not use that as an excuse to touch and break things. I heard you the first time. My god. Yeah, the Mentama. And you have this. There's a Plum Punisher calendar here. Now I understand. The villains of the Plum Punisher are based on the insurgents. Watching the show must arouse their ire against Lady Kara. I doubt that's it. Look. What is it, Barbed Head? Plum Punisher clock. Well, I believe it's a limited edition promotional item given to 50 lucky viewers. This rare item always plays the Plum Punisher theme song every hour. Head over now, Barbed Head. She snatched it from me. No matter what she says, Rayfa is definitely a huge fan. What a fine item. And this switch, if I'm right. That fake-ass theme song, bro. Get it out of here, bro. Yes, now I see. The insurgents who use this room must be Plum Punisher's fans. That may be so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. Plum Punisher has been everywhere in this case. Phoenix, what are you talking about, bruh? Okay, well, this is the dragon. How dare those 50 insurgents raise their banner? Okay, this is just about to hold nothing. There's something in the banner. A microphone. What's this doing here? Someone trying to record something with it? Microphone. 2 turntables and a microphone. So this is the water source that supplies their inner sanctum spring? It flows through the channel built into the floor heading outside. Lady Carrie used the sacred water to wash it. Water was already stained red when we arrived in her sanctum on the day of the Wright. Which means someone else must have died in here, gotten this water, the water came out, made the water red. Maya seen that. And then everything that happened after that is the event of the case. Lady Kara uses sacred water to wash the taint of the bottle. It's also not red like the water in the spring. Shit ton of weapons. Weapons, lots of them too. We are lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Bobhead. Oh, thanks. If it really never happens, I hope it's bloodless. A map. Looks like an order from Dirk. What's this? Let me see that. Unless you're not supposed to touch anything in here. That's an exception. Now hand it over. So oh, holy mother. What does it say? It's an order intended for that rebel named Dax. It reads, after the right to infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kara's costume. And search for clues around that incident from 23 years ago. Dirk. 23 years ago? It must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. Wonder what the rebels are up to. Intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case of the hand. This will not do. I must warn my mother at once. No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kara's costume is still here, and Lady Abba and me is no longer able to aid the rebels. I knew that. No, you didn't. Someone kept prisoner here? That your door rotates when you pull this thing. I see. Then you must shut the door and destroy its mechanics. That will deprive the insurgents of access to this place. But wouldn't that trap me in here? Not to worry, I'll come to visit you once a year. She's actually serious. Blood? What's this, a blood stain? Probably try to figure out what happened in here. Not tamper with any evidence before the police arrive. Police? Yeah, it reminds me. Gave me... Bro, I was thinking, I was like, bro, what happened with the luminal testing fluid, bro? No, we haven't used that all case. Okay, let's do science to this thing. First, let's pull these red tinted glasses and see the luminal glows. What? Bruh. This is a huge blood stain. Something big must have happened here. Perhaps the High Priest's blood flowed in there from under the Warbat statue. There's definitely a lot of blood here, but it's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture of it for now. Alright, the luminal reactions will show up in the photos. I'll have to take some notes. That should do it. I didn't notice before, but the bloodstain looks like it already smeared away in one place. Because the Warbat revolving door passed over it. A large stone slab. It's shaped like a magatama. It was rather unstable. I bet it'd tip over in an earthquake. What's that earthy grass-like smell? It's the smell of moss that covers the stone. Oh, the shaggy green stuff is moss? Looks like someone moss about halfway up has been disturbed. Wonder what that is. One quick touch won't hurt, right? Whoa! Stuff's starting to wobble. What is happening? What have you done to the sacred space? Nothing. It looks unstable. Probably best not to touch it again. Well, I think that covers about everything here. How'd you guys get here so fast? Mr. Wright, you shouldn't have come in here before the police. Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't think to do anything I was supposed to. But Lemon's can attest to that. It's your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently. Sorry. Well, Barbed Head, have you not already seen enough? It was about time I got back to the temple to go over everything I've learned. I go back to the fuck ass temple, bro. Stupid ass name. May 11th, temple. Welcome back, Mr. Wright. How'd it go? Fortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. No way. I do not understand, Bobhead. What don't you understand? Why you did not commit any misdeeds during your investigation? After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through illicit means and methods. Who the hell told you that? Your mother? Yes, she's wrong. I don't do that. Maybe Saul Goodman, not the goat Phoenix Wright. I don't do that. Well, I might have done that. It was kind of like an accident, because it kind of set me up to do that. It doesn't matter. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under our nose. If that were so, she wasted her whole day following me around. The prosecutor summoned it. I must perform a divination seance at Parade Select. Yeah, all you can see is the freaking ground and him taking back shots, bro. That's all you can see. I see. Third time will be the charm. My insights will bring you to your knees tomorrow. Now I will teach that Nephrite practitioner a lesson. Looks like the royal priestess is back with a vengeance. She had a full recovery from when we started the investigation earlier today. Look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence. Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You may not look so confident when I am finished with you tomorrow. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow, especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright, let's see here. Acolyte Zella was killed during the riot with Lady Caro's dagger. Maya's fingerprints were found on it. That doesn't sound very good. I know, and it's very definition. The day before his murder, Zella enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. I also learned about spirit channeling here in Karain, and that sounds very helpful. Oh, but I did hear something interesting. The rebel-hunting Lady Cara might be working for the Justice Minister. What? Really? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We cannot allow people to be controlled by fear and violence. Alibi, that sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? But if Lady Cara really is one of the Minister's Igna's subordinates, then that would exonerate Miss Maya. Fortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found at the Inner Sanctum. There was a bloodstain inside, but I don't know if or how it's connected to this case, though. Oh, a secret room at the Inner Sanctum? That'd be a huge with tourists. This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart. What I mean is that hideout could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still early to tell. Looks like I'm heading to court without any useful evidence. We'll just have to pray something appears during tomorrow's trial. Princess Rayfa's divination seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information here that might help. The divination seance? I thought I always worked against the accused. Not always. Right, it's like Dirk used to say. Royal priests and such were just another piece of evidence. Really? I've never heard about anyone say that before. It's just hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Divination seances work both ways before the Defense Culpability Act. It's only now that the people of Karain find it strange. Mr. Wright, I just want to say good luck tomorrow. Thanks, I can't afford to lose this next one. Literally, I will die. I will end. My life will end. If I could do that, I might have shot at pulling this off. Rayfa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I've got. You know me, I love gambling. Alright. That's it for today's video. Tomorrow we connect all the dots. I mean, if it's not the wife, I don't know who the freak it could be, honestly. But it's probably the wife. Probably killed him. She's probably, you know, going along with the queen. Killed Zealot. Or Zealot, not Zealot, freaking Dex. Killed Abba enemy, killed, what's his face, because they're probably both rebels and all that, yada yada. But, yeah. Pretty good case so far. But enough stalling. I see you guys in the next one. We'll finish out case 3. Peace.